We just got some of the best information for creative that we have had in a super long time, and it was Fortnite themselves that gave it to us. So today, we're checking out all of the patch notes for the next creative update, which includes some crazy things. A few highlights are the save point device, crash pads, and the helicopter. So if you guys enjoy, drop a like, subscribe, and of course, share this video around. I'd highly appreciate that. But without further ado, let's jump into these patch notes because my goodness, guys, I am so excited for this. So many possibilities have been opened up with this update. Now, as usual, I will be making a video once the update releases, which is, I'm guessing, next Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'll be showing all of these things off in the actual game. But for today, we've got some death running in the background, and we have got the patch notes. So, now starting it off, we have the save point device available to everyone in Fortnite Creative. Now, we've gone over this device before. Click up here if you want to check that out. But it's a really cool device. A quick synopsis is that basically it saves your in-game data. So if you were to crash or leave the game and then load back into that map, you will go back to where you were when you left because it saves your progress. So a lot of amazing potential. I cannot wait until everyone gets their hands on this. One main little thing I think it could be useful for is for a hard death run. So say you make an incredibly rage-inducing death run. I played a lot of them. And then you put a save point on every single level. So if you're me and you get the storm glitch every single lobby you're in, I'm able to quickly load back into that level and eventually beat that death run. So that's one little thing that could be used. There's a lot more potential for the save point device than that, but I thought I would mention it. So moving on, we are finally getting the helicopter, the Choppa, in Fortnite Creative, and they make a point to say that this is going to be compatible with the race checkpoints, which is even more exciting. I cannot wait until we get a death run race in the sky with the race checkpoint and the helicopters. That is going to be amazing. Or just helicopter death runs in general. I'm going to keep saying this throughout the entire video, but this update is going to open up so many new possibilities for different types of maps. Mostly death runs, and that's what I like personally, but a lot of different maps. They're going to be very exciting. And a quick note I want to make on this point is that, look at it this way. What? They removed all of the old vehicles to update them, and then we got cars, which are pretty recent, right? We've had cars in the past few seasons, and now we're getting helicopters, which were a few seasons before that. So it stands to reason that we are getting motorboats here soon. I don't want to put it out there too hard, but I fully believe that we're getting boats in Fortnite Creative in the next 2 to 4 updates in Creative. That is my guess for this video. Hopefully it comes true. I would love to see a boat death run. I've been waiting for that for literally over a year now, so that is hopefully coming soon. So moving on, we have some hub V2 changes. Always nice to see them iterate and change the hub to make it better and more efficient, but I don't care too much about that. What I really care about are the new weapons. We're finally getting weapons added to Creative. I feel like I shouldn't be freaking out so much, but we really have not gotten a lot for a while, so this is very exciting. The two things I'm excited for personally are the explosive bow and the shockwave bow, because those can replace some key elements in certain death runs to create a totally different experience. Not only that, we are getting the stink bow, the primal pistol, primal SMG, the recycler, which can shoot things and also break things. So you could really implement that in an interesting way into death runs. So looking forward to that from all you amazing creative builders. We're getting the regular primal bow and regular mechanical bow, along with the makeshift revolver, shotgun, SMG, rifle, and bow. So I'm wondering, because we're getting all of these individually, are we going to be able to craft the shockwave bow with the mechanical bow and shockwaves? If that's the case, that could make for some interesting dynamics in certain maps where you have to go find the bow and then find the shockwaves to craft it and then make your way across. Granted, you could just use the shockwaves to get across what we're talking about here, but it's cooler with the bow, okay? Bow and arrows are amazing, and we have green arrow. That's not relevant, but it's still pretty cool. So, We've got some fixes for gameplay, the island, some UI stuff, more prefabs and galleries, which includes more boat colors and a boat trailer, some agency fountain water, just some usual stuff to help spice up some of the maps you guys are making with new, walls, floors, things like that. Always cool. And a few fixes for other prefabs and galleries. Next up, we have some fixes for devices and items. None of these are very notable to me because when I read through all of them, I have never seen that happen and I've never experienced it. But if you guys have, definitely comment down and let me know because they're finally fixed, which is always a good thing. Now, moving into the final thing we have to talk about, and probably the most exciting, are the devices. Now you might think, okay, the save device. We mostly know what's going on. You've made a video about that, Justin. We kind of get it, which could very well be true, but if you don't, you can obviously read through all of this. There's a lot going on. You know, save inventory, save score, save resources, save checkpoints, save player location. Oh, it's so exciting. If you couldn't tell, I'm very excited and very passionate about creative because this is amazing. But one thing that I did not notice off the bat, and I was told about, is that they have added the crash pad as a device and consumable. So if you guys forgot, the crash pad was in creative in the past. I played a death run that involved crash pads, I believe, for the entire thing.
Yes.
It was pretty cool. Crash pad neos were relatively difficult, but overall, it was a fantastic addition to creative. But now we're getting those back and we're getting them as a device. That is amazing. So I'm gonna read through everything it says just so you can understand how cool this is. So in terms of health, you can go indestructible or 1 to 5,000, and the default is indestructible, which is always good. Obviously enabled during phase. The visual style, default, original, or target. So we've got some different variations to the crash pad now. And now we're getting into the juicy, spicy stuff. So allow any launch to transmit signal. If set to on, this allows any object launched, again, any object launched from the crash pad to transmit a signal using the when launched transmit on option. Otherwise, only players and manned vehicles will send a signal. I'm guessing that even means like an impulse or a shockwave. Because those are objects, those can trigger this to happen. That is amazing. And then obviously the following options have to do with trigger devices and channels. So enable when, disable when, and like we just said, when launched, transmit on. And oh my goodness, like that is going to be so amazing. One, just having crash pads back in general is awesome. I think they are a fantastic addition to creative, and for the longest time, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I thought they were still in the game and I thought people just weren't using them anymore in maps, but it turns out they were gone. So that's awesome. Making it a device is 500 IQ on Epic's part. We gotta give it to them for this update. This is incredible. I am so excited. And if you guys care at all about creative mode, you are jumping in your shoes right now about how awesome this is. And the last couple of things here, added new options to the teleporter device, selected class, and effects class, which are always good to have more options to the teleporter device. And then add a new option to the air vent device, and that is visibility on or off, which also toggles collision. So that's actually pretty interesting because in my mind, that means you can either see the air vent or you can't see the air vents. So if you can have that be turned off, but still have the air vents on, you have invisible air vent jumps, which sounds difficult, I dare say, but fun, I also dare say. But guys, that is everything we have for the update coming out hopefully next Tuesday or Wednesday. The one thing that I'm really hoping for is that someone can make a death run, a very quick, a very short death run with all of these new features intertwined so that I can make a video the day after the update showing off everything in a death run. Just like we did with the car death runs where we had like 3 in a row. Those were super fun. Those were awesome. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely drop a like, subscribe, and of course share this video around. Oh, I'm so excited. I've said that so many times, but this is going to be amazing. So yeah, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, by the way, @acidicblitzz. You know, I post things on there. It's always pretty cool. I hit ace rank in Pokemon Go PvP recently. Pretty epic. But now we're getting off topic, so without further ado, that's all we have for the video. And other than that, I will talk to you all later. Have a nice day, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out.